Hello, this is the table of contents, TOC, a set of slides. This is something quite easy. Basically, once you have applied the styles, the heading 1s and 2s and 3s can go into a table of content that you can insert at the beginning or at the end of the document. As is saying on the slide, you can use Word to generate a table of contents, TOC. This document is automatically updated as you change the document. Word generates a table of content by searching for text that you defined as headings using the styles, heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. It then takes the text from the headings, copies the text, and pastes it into the table of contents. There are different styles for the table of contents too. You want to style it, color, and look and feel as you want. Can create the table of contents at any time, go on working, and update the TOC automatically with new information wherever you want. This is one of the important things of a table of content in Word. You have to do it, the table of content, using insert table of content in Word. We will see that in the next slides. It is automatically updated. You have to include the new chapters, then go to table of contents and say update. If you define the new chapter title as a heading, it goes into the table of contents. Let's see how. So, how to technically add a table of contents to a document? Well, we are inside the document and we have already all headings styled in heading 1s and heading 2s. We create some space between the title and the next page, and actually we insert here a page break which will push the introduction chapter to the next page, and so we have some free space here. How much free space we have here we can check using the show hide toggle switch, which I mentioned earlier in this class. Here, clicking here, I see the control elements of the panel. I see the page break and I see how many lines I have free in this first page of the document. Now here, going to the References tab, References there, Table of Contents, Automatic Table 1, we just for the moment stay with the first one that we meet. Click here and the table of contents you see is automatically introduced with introduction, which is a heading 1, going into the introduction place, and then etymology, which is also a heading 1, goes here. History is a heading 1, but history has also some subtitles. The origin is a heading 2, and the origin then is styled as a heading 2 here. Now, the next interesting thing about a table of contents is that it doesn't just automatically recap whatever you have in the document. And perhaps let me now switch off the control character formatting toggle switch so that we see easy. It's also a way to go straight to the chapter or to the part of the document we talk about. I want to go straight to the 1900. You see, control click and follow the link, and then you are in that chapter. Should you change or add more text, like or change the format of the page, like in this case, excuse me, you see geography is a new chapter that starts at the bottom of a page. Now, this is not very elegant, so we may want to have this geography beginning on a new page. We click here and you see the cursor is over geography, and then insert a page break. Now, geography is a new chapter that starts in a new page. It doesn't really matter that there is all this blank space here. A few line blanks at the end of a chapter are okay. Now, going back up to the table of contents, geography is at page 6, but this is the old number of page because I have inserted a new page, and so I can, right-clicking anywhere in the table of contents, update the field. This update must be done at least immediately before saving and closing the document. Update the entire table is always recommended. And dang, geography is now at page 7 because we shifted down. I now save this document and we'll upload it on Moodle, so to be an example for what are we doing. Next in line is the cover page. Let's start give some elegance to the document. Now, what is the cover page? The cover page, it is not a title page. The cover page is something given to you from Word. It's a building block of Word, just like the table of contents. You see, the table of contents is something we add using the Word table of contents. We don't type ourselves a table of contents written by hand. Also, the cover page is something like that. Building block of Word is something, it's a feature already provided by Word. And so we select Enter Cover Page from a Word tab, and I'll show you how next slide. So now we have the document with the table of content and the title. We want to add a cover page. A cover page is something that is entered using this space, top left, cover page, from the Insert tab, cover page, and then you can choose the cover page from a set of templates. Let's take one which has a picture, for instance, this one. You see, the document has changed. One more page has been added at the beginning of the document, which we now fill, and the Kingdom of Bhutan title page begins at the next page. To be, a bit more polite, I like to shift a little bit down. Now, let's look at this cover page. Year, well, 2020. Document title, okay, the Kingdom of Bhutan, right? I promise you next exercise we'll move to a different argument, okay? Okay, then we have the picture. Of course, the picture of a train has nothing at all to do with Bhutan. There are no trains as far as I know in Bhutan. I've tried to be invited in Bhutan since many years, but they, for some reason, they didn't notice. So we have to change this train. We right-click on the picture and we select Change Picture. Now, in the unlikely event you already have on your computer a picture from Bhutan, you can choose from a file. Otherwise, from online sources, it's always a good recommendation because the cover page, well, it's something which does not necessarily be faithfully representative of the content. We want to choose something which is somehow related to the argument we are talking about, we are actually writing about. So from online sources, and we select this Bhutan. Bhutan must be written correctly or something else will appear. Bhutan. Enter, and I have a set of images. Now, since the image on the cover page is somehow horizontal, we probably want to find an image which is equally horizontal. Something like, I think this is nice. Double click, and here is it. Next, we have the problem of the color. we have styled all our document in blue, and we have this green here that doesn't really matter much. We do this by going into the Design tab and selecting colors here, and we try to find something that turns this into somewhat blue, right? Yeah, that's it. Done. Now we are styled document with more or less a set of colors that is compatible with us. Then I save it and upload it on the web on Moodle so that you can look at it.